In today's video, I'm gonna share with you the story of why I failed of setting up my business in the Philippines. And I was one of these guys who was dreaming of moving to the Philippines permanently and starting a new life there. So this is what I'm gonna talk about in this video, because I know there are many guys, many Westerners who are dreaming of moving to the Philippines permanently and starting a new life, which is absolutely okay. It's legit, you know. And they're perhaps dreaming also of setting up a business, making money, you know, actually it's good intentions, great plans. They have a vision for their life. They want to start all over. And this is what I thought too. Before I moved to the Philippines, because I had the same aspirations, you know. I know there are some guys who burned their fingers in the Philippines and who will say that don't do business with Filipinos. I've done this before, I never do it again. And yeah, we're gonna talk about this in the video here. But for those of you, this video is actually for guys who have never traveled to the Philippines, who are maybe inside the Philippines and are thinking of setting up a business. So yeah, I had my dreams, you know, of moving to the Philippines, and I think it's legit to have dreams, but what I was lacking was enough reasoning and proper judgment. So I think there was nothing wrong with my dream to move permanently to the Philippines. Yeah, I didn't want to retire because I'm not in the retirement age yet. I wanted to move there to make money, to work and stuff like that, you know. But, you know, things turned a little bit sour. But before I continue, I just want to mention one thing quickly here. If you are somebody who is interested to move permanently to the Philippines or even retire there, then I strongly advise that you connect with Filipino Visa. They will handle immigration matters. They offer consultations, travel and immigration consultations. You know, they're dealing with several agencies there. They also help you with flights, with hotel bookings and other travel arrangements. They are specialists when it comes to settling and retiring permanently in the Philippines. They will deal, or they will be helping you with dealing with all these immigration matters and visa applications. They do translation services also, and they even provide mock setups, you know, for interviews you might have at the embassy. So the link is in the description. You might wanna check it out if you're interested, and you contact them, Filipino Visa, and then they will take things further. So here I was in 2017, about now 7 years ago, right? And I also made up my mind. I thought it's going to be the Philippines. I will make a permanent move. Some of you who have been watching my videos know already the story, how I got in touch with the Philippines many years back, and also that my first Southeast Asian girlfriend was a Filipina. So you can really say that the Philippines was my first encounter with a Southeast Asian country, and that really left a big mark. Still today, I also talked about this in other videos, why still the Philippines for me today is a very interesting destination. So long story short, in 2017 I wanted to make my dream come true, and I wanted to make things happen, and I felt I was ready to go, and I did go. And I was very ambitious, and I wanted to set up a business. I had some ideas already, and I arrived in Manila. I settled there, and pretty soon afterwards, after I settled, probably only 2 weeks after I arrived in Manila, I already got in touch with some Filipinos, some guys, and were interested in my business idea, and I wanted to help me and support me with that. And just to give you some context, I'm a chef, and my business idea also was about food. You know, I was my idea was to, some of you might be familiar with the company here in Europe. It's called Too Good To Go. I will give you the address. It's Too Good To Go. If you want to know what they are doing, then check out their website. They basically resell overproduced food or leftover food, something like that. So my business idea was based on that concept, and I find it a very brilliant concept actually. And I thought at the time, you know, the Philippines is not so much a rich country, and there are many people who still suffer from hunger, right? And the Filipinos love to eat, you know. It's all about food and their culture. So I thought, I'm gonna do something with food and also help the community and then make some money, you know, with the business. So I found two guys who wanted to help me, and you know, yeah. Long story short, basically, these two guys pretended to setting up a company. And they asked me for money also to, you know, to pay for setting up the company. These are legal requirements, they told me, blah, blah, blah. So all this guys, I paid all the money. And later it turned out that was just a big scam. Yeah, they scammed money off me. There was no company, nothing. Even though they played very well, we even had talks with investors already, and you know, so but at the end of the day it was just a big scam. I don't want to go into all the details here. And I lost a bunch of money. I lost also my spirit, you know. I was obviously very angry and frustrated, and here I was in the Philippines, right? Wanted to start my first business, and you can imagine what I was thinking at the time. I was not thinking so highly about Filipinos or the Philippines, right? And so this is actually my story in a nutshell. And what can we learn from this, you know, or what did I learn from this experience? This is also what I want to share in this video here. So I've actually released a video a few weeks ago where I was talking about the intention of moving to Southeast Asia, and the title of the video is along these lines: moving to Southeast Asia, do you have what it takes? Yeah. And in this video I talk about how important it is to know what you want before you make the move. And this is something I want to touch on here. I actually knew what I wanted. I wanted to move to the Philippines. I wanted to start my business, but you know, I was really green behind my ear and very naive, I have to admit. I've never done business before. I never started the business before. I guess at one point everybody starts his first venture, right? But I had a plan, yes, I had a dream, I had a vision, but I lacked proper planning and I lacked proper judgment, 100%, especially with these people. Yeah, I lacked judgment, and therefore I made a bunch of really, really bad decisions. And that was my big problem. Here we are not talking about dating or dating Filipinas. This is the topic of starting a business and then trusting the wrong people, not doing your due diligence, you know, just trusting strangers too much, they sweet talk a lot, pretending to be experienced business people, and then basically they just took advantage of me. They ripped me off left, right and center. This is how I can just describe it. So you see, my ability to discern and to judge properly was not very well developed, and that's why I made really, really bad decisions in the process. So that's actually my story, what to say about it, you know. Still, there are many guys who may be thinking of setting up a company, running a business, which is legit. It's absolutely okay to think about it and to ponder this idea, you know. At least this shows that these guys have a certain form of spirit. They have a certain spirit, right? They're thinking of something. They have the mind of an entrepreneur. They're thinking of something, you know. How can they support themselves? You know, this is good. But in the Philippines, you really need to think. You need income like in any other country, like in your home country. And it's not going to help to just, let's say, start a YouTube channel, yeah, because it's so popular these days. And I know, especially in the Philippines, you know, more and more vloggers go online and sharing their stories about their life in the Philippines, which is fair enough. But, you know, I think it's a little bit oversaturated now. Or if not YouTube, then Instagram. In any case, social media is flooded with these people, and I think it's not really a good idea to receive your main income from these sources. It can be a side hustle, a side gig, but you need to think, where's the money coming from, right? Talking about opening a business in the Philippines, which I tried at least, and I burned my fingers, you know, but at least I can say I already tried to open a business in the Philippines, you know. I also want to share the story of my buddy. He's from Germany and he lives in Thailand, in the southern part of Thailand. Very nice guy, and he has been living there already for 20 years, yeah. He's married to a Thai woman, he has a child, he has a little boy, half Thai, half German, and they're living there. He's running a restaurant now. They own property and other things. They have assets, they have investments, and as I mentioned, they are running a pizza restaurant in Koh Lanta in southern Thailand. And I also asked him last year, actually, because I wanted to know. So I asked him, how difficult was it to set up the business? And tell me a little bit about setting up a business in Thailand, because it's very similar. Setting up a business in Thailand or in the Philippines, I think there are a lot of similarities. So I just want to share the story here with you. So, and he shared, you know, he told me some very interesting things. The first thing he actually told me, and that was shocking to hear, he said, you know, Marcel, over the past 20 years here in southern Thailand, I have seen many guys come and go. When he says guys, he's talking about the Western foreigners, you know. Marcel, I've seen so many guys, Western guys, come and go. I've seen more guys go than actually stay. He said something about roughly 80% of the people who came to Koh Lanta, to this place in southern Thailand, and wanted to start a business. He was talking about people who wanted to start a business in Thailand, you know, wanted to have a good life and wanted to be successful. These people, 80% of them left again, and he never saw them again. And that was quite interesting, quite shocking. And yeah, I asked him, why is that? Why is that so many people come, and they come with a lot of money? That's also very important to know and to consider. They came with hundreds of thousands of euros and they left empty-handed already after a couple of years. Many of these people, maybe too many. And I think something is really wrong here. Why is this happening? These people, I don't think they were stupid people. These Western foreigners who decided to move permanently to Thailand to start a new life and a business and things like that. And they failed miserably. So many of them losing a lot of money. my friend told me that, and he was there, remember, he's there, he has been there for 20 years. He told me, you need a lot of resilience in Thailand. So I assume you also need a lot of resilience in the Philippines. You need a lot of resilience, you need a lot of patience, you need a lot of discipline, he told me. And you also need massive, intense, unbreakable rules. You know, personal rules, business rules. He had a rule, for example, I remember, he started a very small business in the beginning. I think he just bought a house, small house, he renovated it, and then he wanted to sell it again. And he said, Marcel, after my business plan was very easy. He told me, I wanted to, that's what he told me, after 1 year, I want to have all the money I spent or invested, I want to have it returned to me. And if it is even a little bit more, then even better. And he managed to do that. So it was a very simple calculation, you know, nothing fancy, nothing like I want to become a millionaire and this and this and that. He just made a very simple calculation after 1 year, not after 2 years or 3 years. He said, after 1 year, all the money I put in, I want to have out again. Okay, so at least I'm break even, but I then already sold this house or this business. Yeah, you need to have a lot of nerves. That's what he told me also. Because you are dealing with local people, you're dealing there with the Thai people, with the local Thai people. The same would be true in the Philippines. You're dealing with local Filipinos. Yeah? You have to deal with local customs and with local laws. And that can be very frustrating, challenging, and very difficult. Also what he told me, you have to deal with the jealousy of some local people. Yeah. Some local folks might resent you, yeah, because you are the rich foreigner and now he wants to start a business here, and they might see you, some of these folks, these local folks might perceive you even as a threat because you are a competition, you know. If let's say either in Thailand or in the Philippines, you want to open a restaurant in this community there, and your neighbor maybe already has a restaurant, right? And you are coming now as this perceived rich foreigner with a lot of cash flow, that's what they think, and you want to start your own business there, yeah, they also can do the math, you know, and they think, oh, he has more money, this guy, this foreigner has more money to invest, and he makes a nice place and people coming. Now, this is the thinking then, so you have to be aware of this as well, yeah. And but one of the most important things he told me, my buddy in Thailand, is that the biggest mistake they made, I mean these foreigners who came with a lot of money and left after a very short period of time, they left Thailand again. The biggest mistake in his estimation was that they were just too arrogant. You know, they were a successful businessman already in Sweden, in Germany, in Italy, in France, in Europe. They were really successful businessmen, and that was their mindset. They thought, if I made it in Italy or Sweden or France, I also will make it in Thailand. That was their rationale. And in one way, one can kind of understand, but my friend told me this mindset was their death sentence. To apply this same overconfident mindset, because for the reasons I just gave you here, different environment, different infrastructure, people, customs, law, culture, everything, you know. Otherwise, why would have these successful businessmen from Europe lost such a lot of money in such a short amount of time and had to return back to their home country? So my friend in Thailand, my German friend in Thailand, attributes the failure, or most of the failures, to this kind of mindset. And obviously this mindset must have led also to a lot of bad decision making. And I just read an interesting article a few weeks ago where actually someone claims that most of business failure, or the reasons why most businesses fail, is actually based on bad decision making, you know, and not bad luck or this and that. So again, it comes back to proper discernment, proper judgment, proper decision making skills, right? So very important is also when you want to make this move and open a business in a foreign country, especially let's say in the Philippines, you know, you need to know yourself. You need to know your weaknesses, your limits, and your own shortcomings, and you need to know your own psychology. I know that sounds boring for some people who are watching this video, and for some of you who are following me and have been watching my videos, and they might be asking themselves, why is this guy was talking about discernment and judgment and this and then psychology, and why he's talking so much, you know? Yeah, I think because it's not being talked enough, yeah? Because most of the YouTube videos and these YouTubers are only scratching the surface, and they are releasing flashy videos, you know, and they are bored with these, I mean, not these guys who are releasing these videos, and you know, it's funny to see these videos, you know, like people in Thailand. There's a German guy who runs a channel, a YouTube channel, who is posting and releasing his videos how he's dating the Thai girls, and I picked up this chick and how great everything is. I watched a couple of his videos. This guy is, I think he's not aware of that he is hooking up at bar girls. So this is really stupid, you know, and he thinks he's dating these girls. This is what he's saying in his videos. He's so proud. He's posting these videos. He's bragging about it. He's showing everybody how he's driving with his big motorbike and the Thai chick in the back. And he's really thinking and believing he's the dating king of Thailand. Something along these lines. In one of my other videos, and many videos actually, I said that dating a bar girl is not dating. So there are too many of these videos, you know, and these guys have not figured it out. That's why I'm doing these videos, and my videos are a little bit different, you know. I'm not cruising around with my BMW motorbike and a hot chick in the back, you know, because I think that's stupid. This is just stupid bragging, because if you think you're cruising around with your BMW and a hot Thai chick in the back with a mini skirt which speaks English very well, do you think you're dating this girl? She's a service girl, you know, and you are the stupid guy. I mean, if you would just realize the situation of what this girl really is, then it's fair enough, no problem. But there are many guys who are not realizing what they are doing. They're living in a world of illusion. Yeah, this is what makes me a little bit mad. And then I get these comments from these smart asses and trying to lecture me about this thing and wondering why I'm doing these videos here. That's my style. I go a little bit more deeper here, and I want to explain things. I want to provide proper information and not some BS and some flashy videos here and stuff like that. That's my style. This is my approach, how I approach dating in Southeast Asia. And if you are sick and tired of these talking head videos, then hey, easy. I got a solution for you. Stop watching my videos. There are plenty, tons of heaps of other dating videos about Thailand, the Philippines, or other countries, even Indonesia out there. Yeah, good luck with finding Indonesian dating videos. You know, if you are too tired to watch my videos, then go ahead, switch off my channel, unsubscribe, you know, and then good luck with finding proper and valuable information when it comes to these dating things, you know. And it just takes a little bit of time, like now it's taking already again some time here to explain this. But anyway, is opening a business in the Philippines a good thing? Who knows, to be honest. All I know is there are millions of overseas Filipino workers, you know, people, women, men, who are working overseas to earn enough money to support their families back home, even though it's never enough money. What about working in the Philippines? What about jobs? There's another YouTuber who says there are no jobs in the Philippines, and he is right. He's just right. Yeah, I was lucky. I actually eventually managed to get a job in the Philippines. I might do another video about this because I'm running out of time here. But I failed with my business in the Philippines. I lost money. It was not that bad. I didn't lose tens of thousands of dollars. No, it was not that bad. But I lost a significant amount of money. I was not happy about it, so I needed to work again. I found a job in the Philippines. I worked eventually as a culinary lecturer at a foundation near Manila, and I received a monthly salary. So this is possible. You can find a job in the Philippines, but do not put all your bets on that. I was just maybe lucky, you know. I still agree with the other YouTuber who says and claims that there are basically no jobs for foreigners in the Philippines. Otherwise, why would so many millions of Filipinos would move overseas if there would be plenty good paid jobs in the Philippines, right? But at the end of the day, I also had to pack my things, and I had to rethink my approach, and I had to rethink my strategy. Eventually I left the Philippines because also the salary I earned in the Philippines, I worked there for a few months, was a nice job, you know, working with orphans, you know. I will do another video about this, a very, very inspiring story, you know, working with these people. I received a monthly salary, as I mentioned, but it was not enough also to really, I could sustain myself, no issues, you know. The money was actually good for Filipino circumstances, but it wasn't what I really wanted, you know. So I had to pack my things after 6 months, you know. I had to leave the Philippines, you know, like a beaten dog, you know. I came with full motivation and I'm all set up. I have my vision, I have my idea and this and that. And after only 6 months, I was like a poor dog who had to rethink his next move. This is what happened to me because, you know, I was green behind my ears, and maybe I was stupid. I was certainly naive, you know. I had to learn my lessons, you know, but here I am, and not trying to start a business again very soon in the Philippines, but at least sharing my experience, right? At least you should know that it is definitely a challenging proposal. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but think twice, think thrice, you know, and be aware of the different culture you are dealing with, the different ethics, also work ethics, you know, different resources, logistics, different infrastructure. Sometimes there is no infrastructure. It's not a Western country. Yeah, and also you also have to deal with certain legal matters, you know. So you have to get really realistic here. Still, have your dreams. That's all good because you need it. This will be your driving force and motivation. This will be your engine. But also have enough reasoning, yeah, and do your due diligence and do your research, you know, learn about the business and everything. Do all the things I didn't do, you know. I just wanted to move. I wanted to start my business. I didn't really plan properly, and I lack judgment, I lack discernment, and therefore I made a handful of very crucial bad decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still a positive guy, you know, and this is what that's kind of my core DNA, You know, I'm a positive guy, I'm optimistic, and this is my attitude, and I would do it again. You know, even I burned my fingers, but this time a little bit smarter, a little bit wiser, a little bit with more planning and more judgment and discernment and due diligence, you know. And then also, you know, you need luck, of course. I forgot to mention that. I certainly also was unlucky, and you need luck like with any other venture in life. So if you still are eager and optimistic to move to the Philippines and open your business, then please go ahead and try it out. I don't want to say you shouldn't do it, and I also will not agree with these other people who say very firmly, don't do business with Filipinos, they rip you off, they are gangsters, they are criminals, they are deceitful, they are liars, and there are dishonest people. Look, I'm the first one who have all reason to say that, you know. And in my frustration at the time, I was thinking along similar lines, but still today in hindsight, you know, I will not agree with these guys. I mean, you can listen to my advice, you can listen to other people's advice. Again, it comes back to you and what's in here. And that's why I'm mentioning this so many times. You know, your discernment, your judgment, you have to improve this, you have to learn it. If I would have great judgment at the time, I would never run into these freaks, you know. I maybe would have run into them, but I would have not believed them so quickly, right? And that it's not their fault, that was actually my fault, you know, because I was too naive, you know. And I could not judge properly. I was not able to discern a liar, a dishonest person from a serious business person with integrity, right? So this is what you need to know. If you want to do a business in the Philippines or in Thailand or in any other Southeast Asian country, you not only need capital, you need capital for sure, but especially you need this capital in here. And so I wish you good luck on your move. Good luck with your business. If it's a food business, you can call me, right? I'm a chef. Maybe I can assist you, you know. Other than that, if you need other help and other advice with moving to the Philippines or even retiring in the Philippines, then go ahead and check out the link in the description. Filipino Visa, as the name is already stating, is helping you with all the visa issues, retirement matters, consultation, and so on, if you need help with that. And with that being said, I'm checking out for today. Thanks for watching another long video, as it is my trademark, right? But I try to give useful and valuable information. And by the way, you know, you can play my video at double speed, right? So you will still be able to understand what I'm saying, right? Just making a small joke here. You should actually watch my video in normal speed. Anyway, let me know what you think. I know there are plenty of guys who are in the Philippines, who made it to the Philippines, and there are people who are running businesses in the Philippines. It would be great to share with us or with me how you did it, how you managed it, but more importantly, what I'm more interested in is what I also talked in this video here. What do you think is the most important thing to succeed in the Philippines if you want to start a business? Maybe you will say, you know, what's the most important thing to succeed in the Philippines in starting a business is not starting a business in the Philippines. Maybe there are some guys who will say that, and yeah, then I would like to know why that is. You know, there must be a reason. Other than that, thanks for watching and checking out now, and I'm gonna see you in one of my next videos. Take care, bye bye.